Hello, this is Mrs. Windmann with your Knowledge for Your Noggin. This is part one of the history of Callaway County in less than 3 minutes. To start with, the early history. To begin with, the area known as Missouri was inhabited by the Osage Nation. As time passed and Louisiana Purchase went through under the President Thomas Jefferson, people from Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee began to move to the Missouri Territory. And with them, they brought with them their culture, their Southern culture, as well as their German heritage, and their African American slaves. And this area became known as Little Dixie because of all the culture they brought with them. The first settlement was in about 1808 in the area that was known as the Côte-Saint-Dessin trading post, where the French settlers was one of the trading posts the French settlers used during the time period of exploration. And it was near the Missouri River. And so, consequently, that's where they began to think about later on where they should put the first capital because of such an important trading post, but decided against it. And then from there, actually, before Missouri became a state, Callaway County actually was established in 1820 by Captain James Callaway. And he is actually the grandson of Daniel Boone, which you can visit Daniel Boone's house in Defiance, Missouri, or his land. And unfortunately, Captain James Callaway was killed in 1815 prior to the establishment of Callaway County because he was killed by Native Americans in a fight. So we decided, the people who started Callaway County decided to honor his legacy by naming our wonderful county after him. And actually, the original county seat where all government took place was in Hams Prairie, and it was actually named Elizabeth was the first county seat, but it didn't last too long. And so in 1821, Missouri received statehood from the federal government. By 1825, there was a city established named Volney. But people really hated that name and the French author and decided to name it Fulton instead, which became the county seat of Callaway County. And it is named after the inventor of the steamboat, Robert Fulton. So this is part one. There's lots of things in here you could explore a little bit more and deeper because I just scratched the surface. But I hope this little moment, Knowledge for Your Noggin moment, gets you excited about learning more about the county you live in. Talk to you again soon.